Just quick message, I'm leaving the outskirts of Santa Cruz now and approaching the foot of the mountains. So it's the first part of the journey, really just getting started. This is the road that's going to be travelling on for a long while. So here's the beginning of the Andes Mountains, and we go through a police control before we start the climb up into the mountains. So that's just coming up ahead. Here in Bolivia, bus stops and everyone tries to sell fruit and everything. So now we're beginning to climb the first part of the mountains. It's not too bad here. The road is fairly wide, two lanes. The corners are quite tight and what have you, but it's no different from a Spanish mountain road from that point of view, except that there are a lot more potholes. There's certain parts of the road which are just completely disintegrated, so you have to take it nice and steady so as not to destroy your truck. Yeah, it's quite good scenery. Quite a lot of dirt and mud on the road, and that generally means that close by there's been a landslide. Yeah, here it is, and there we have the machinery working away to keep the road open. As you can see, it's completely been swallowed up down there. There you go, down there, and there's a big road cuchillas they call them here, cutting away to make the road viable again. So that's part of the adventure. Yeah, so that was probably where the collapse was on Monday early this week. So yeah, I think that's, hopefully we won't have many more of those, but we'll see. There's more dirt here, no road surface whatsoever, so probably stuff has come down here on a previous occasion. Looks fairly recent. This stuff here that comes down is mostly small scale, little tiny rocks and a lot of dirt and soil, because the slopes are not stabilised. But there are other parts where big boulders come down. Alright, it's the fun bit, getting past these trucks. That's the hard bit done. There's a nice big boulder about the size of the truck. Anyway, big trucks coming both ways, so that's a good sign. One of the slightly bigger bridges along this road. It's the only real suspension bridge, and of course it's not at all flat. But anyway, it's about as good as it's going to get. Now here's a place where big boulders do come down every now and then, and there's one here on the other side of the road. That's quite a big one. You see by the size of the car in front. It's quite a bit bigger than the car in front. And there's another one. And the second one the size of the truck. Let's see if this guy's going to let me past, or will he cut me up as I go past. Right, I've got past him. See the other car in front of me bouncing around, so yeah, certainly some nice big potholes. Unfortunately, because it's rained a lot recently, the road is always in a worse condition. Now, the most important thing to have on your journey are these. These are called rocklets. They are basically the Bolivian version of Smarties. Actually not bad, they're pretty, I mean, I think I haven't had Smarties in about, I don't know how many years now, but they taste the same as far as I'm concerned. So, chocolate diet is essential for long distance driving. And that was the Bolivian bridge. There's water all over the place, coming down these little gullies. And basically what it is they cause a lot of erosion and wash away the road in certain places. And the river that we're driving along the side of causes a lot of erosion at the foot of the road, and sometimes washes parts of it away, which is so far where most of the problems have been. Now, this is what I call brave or stupid. People on mountain bikes, and yes, they are tourists. They look like they've come straight out of England. Only mad dogs and Englishmen drive along this road. No, hang on, don't move it. Only mad dogs and Englishmen would ride a bike along the Antigua Carretera de Cochabamba. But anyway, whatever, if it makes them happy. Oh, looks like a couple more over here. ¿Todo bien? Yeah, no problem. Okay. Just in case. Not that I could do all that much to help them because I haven't got a pump. So I was going to buy one of those spray cans that fill your tyres, but normally if you get a tyre blowout here, it's normally pretty big and the tyre is not repairable. So anyway, I've got some pretty good tyres on this thing. Haven't had any problems with them so far, so well, we're doing nothing happened. This first part of the trip, there's this really nice house perched on the edge of this valley, which has these what do you call them? I was trying to think, peacocks all over the place normally. Today they're not out and about, but it's one of the few places along the road that are really well kept, except for the road, of course, and potholes. Now you can see up ahead the way people travel in the back of these lorries. There's people in the back. It's quite common. I won't be doing that. Car coming. See if we can see around the truck. Okay, so I came to this what do you call it, peage, and the guy, I said, how much is it to the next town? I said, I'm going to Sucre, and the guy said, two people in the booth, he said, well, if you take me to some such and such town, it's for free, because I'm the supervisor for the peage. I'm like, okay, no problem, bit of company, got space. And so off we went, and we're driving along, go through a couple of peages. It's free for me, and then he says, you got to turn left. I said, where? He says, there, you got to turn left. I'm like, where? Turn left, there, look, down there, you got to go down there. I said, look, what, that dirt track? He says, yeah. I said, that dirt track is the main road to Sucre? He says, yeah. I'm like, you're kidding me. You're absolutely kidding me. And he said, no, no, it's not too bad. It's only about 100 kilometers of dirt track. Then there's tarmac later on. I'm like, only 100 kilometers? Oh, that's not so bad then. You gotta be kidding me. 100 kilometers of this? I'm doing 30 kilometers an hour. Well, 40 actually. And it's just one dirt track. And there are like big lorries and other things that come along this road, and The dust is unbelievable. But so those are the images that you just seen a bit earlier. This is the main road to Sucre. I can't quite believe it. But hey, it's Bolivia's one big adventure. Now look at these size of these trucks that are coming around this road. Absolutely unbelievable. I'm going to stop here just so we can let this thing come round, because it's going to be a bit easier than me trying to force my way past him. Now look at these things, using this dirt track. Unbelievable. And just about see my headlights and full beam and my fog lights on, just in case. It's quite interesting scenery, incredibly dry, very much reminds me of Spain, yeah, just Bolivian faces really, and of course a Bolivian road. Big cloud up ahead of me because there's a truck. There it is. The best thing I can do with him is try and get past him, which is great fun. There we go. Easy enough. Parts of this road aren't bad, but parts of it are terrible. Sun's beginning to go down now, which is not really what I want. I don't want to be doing this road at night, so I'm trying to get as much of it done before the sun goes down completely, before it gets dark, and hopefully back onto the tarmac. Piece of the road is a little bit better, but not much better. Let's put my windscreen wipers on to keep the dust off, not the rain. And now at least I'm doing 60 kilometers an hour, which means only take me about 2 hours to get off this dirt track. Not bad. Fortunately, got the right vehicle to do this kind of tracking. I dread to think of doing this on a normal car. Can't see a thing. So now we have come to a grinding halt because there is a big lorry slowly going down the hill, and there's another one behind it. He's worried that it's going to run in the back of him, so he stopped for a while. Anyway, we're slowly moving off again. The good thing is they're moving so slowly it's not actually that hard to get past them. Just a whole load of bumps. Let's see if we can get past this one. Incredible amount of dust. Unbelievable. Well into twilight now, so Won't be getting many more videos after this. Yeah, made it past that one. So there we go then. Catch you later. Now I'm using my Google Maps to make sure I'm on the right road, heading in the right direction. And it's got this really annoying feature that when you shake it, apparently it thinks that you are annoyed with it and that it's not working properly, and it says, "I see you're shaking Google Maps. Do you have a problem that you wish to report?" Short answer is no, I'm on a frigging Bolivian road. Stop asking me that. And it keeps on coming up every 10 seconds, 15 seconds as I'm driving along, because I keep on going over bumps. So Google, sort your act out, yeah, and think of Bolivian roads when you design your product. And now here's a way to switch it off. So it says hit the tab and go to configuration. So I do that, and guess what? Needs to access the internet to be able to switch it off. Hello, I'm in Bolivia in the middle of the Andes. Can't you make a button that you can switch it off inside the application without having to go and tell Google in the USA that I want to switch it off? Hello, ma'am. Right, I'm still on this you got to be kidding me highway. It's got dark now, and it's still going non-stop. I've done about 2/3 of the way now, so I have to see 7 o'clock. So I reckon about an hour more we should be off this track. I reckon less than an hour in theory. So that's I don't know if that's good news or bad news. Man, it's a long road. Driven on lots of bumpy roads in Bolivia, but not one this long. But anyway, getting there fairly soon. Should be off this thing. So I've finally finished my 100 kilometers of dirt track, and I get to the town of Iquiles, and I'm like, oh, at last, let's get into the town. Tarmac. I'm like, yeah, tarmac. At last, tarmac. Didn't think I'd miss it so much. And drive through the town, nice 2-lane tarmac. I'm like, yes, at last. And then I get to the edge of the town, and suddenly the tarmac ends again. And guess what? I'm back on dirt track. I can't believe it. Now I must say this is a much better dirt track, but you know, I'm like, no, you're kidding me. More dirt track. So I really hope that they've put some tarmac up ahead. They're doing work on the track, and it certainly is a lot better than the other one. It feels like an average road in some ways, but that was kind of a big disappointment. Anyway, we're getting there. I reckon about an hour's drive until we get to Sucre, more or less, an hour and a half. I finally made it to Sucre. Eventually the road turned into tarmac, which made the going a bit faster. So I've been 11 hours on the road basically. My room is pink, but anyway, made it. So ready to start work and see how things work out here.